Nope. Yes.
Pam, I'm going home.
But Pam, you have
He's
to help
dragging me. Abuse.
Pam, you have to help me, sweetheart. We gotta shoot the defender. The guy's having a stroke. Yeah, of course I'm dirty. I'm a working man. What? Filthy?
It's cake.
Yuck.
Cake and candy.
Cake and
It's not dirty.
Wait, it's cake and candy? Is the chocolate all off?
Oh my gosh.
This is my lovely.
See you later, guys.
Wait,
Merry
it's
Christmas.
It's
Happy New Year.
But Pam, you just can't walk out. Pam, it's only 4 o'clock.
You just got here 5 hours ago.
You're walking
I've
out.
been here since 2.
Remind me to fire her.
2 in the morning. Bye, Kurt.
See ya.
I gotta go too.
Useless.
I just got here.
Worthless. Frank. More coffee from our Joe Fox. Oh boy, is this good. And you know what? Cabaret A Go-Go continues with Todd's Cabaret Collection. Frank, we're decimating it. Sega's Thunder Blade is 65. And Hoei MAYDAY is 66. I'm going to explain to you about Hoei's MAYDAY. But we're going to start with 1997's amazing Thunder Blade. Now, I did a little research. They made this apparently in 3 different Cabaret cabinets. Here's another one. And here's another one. Now, look at this one though. I actually like this the best. Because it has the full marquee, but then the other one has the speakers up front, so I don't know. But apparently they only made it this way or in this odd cockpit here. I had one of these. There was very little hydraulic, I guess, stuff in it to go bad. And there was no motor in here. Now look, in the Cabaret, we conveniently left this open. There's a little motor here that spins faster and slower. It just gives enough vibration so you can actually feel it in the control cockpit stick here. And we found a brand new old stock rubber. I remember getting this and putting it on my game. This is one, of course, in my collection. I was very pleased to have that. So I was very happy to get this. Look how clean everything turned out on this thing. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, we got our full-size television in here. And then back here, oops. We're doing the video up here. We have just never been busier. All right, I wanted to show you the inside here. We've cleaned it up. Amplifier's been recapped, okay? We have a brand new power supply. And the on-off switch was actually shorted out. They actually twisted it together. That had broken long ago, but that's been fixed. Our 7000 chassis has a new flyback, all new capacitors. This will last for years. Now, it's going in an arcade use. Mike is buying this as part of the package. I think he's getting 48 of these total. That's what it was. So he's going to have this at his arcade, so he's able to play it. Now, I have to tell you a story about a wonderful man who has helped this hobby tremendously. His name is Chris, and he runs SegaResurrection.com. He has been able to break the code for the security chip on the 68,000. Now, I didn't even know, inside that big fat chip was a battery, and when the battery goes dead, the game is done, because it loses track of the information in these 2 EEPROMs, and the board comes out dead. Well, he was able to figure it out, bless his heart, to a lot of games. And he has the ROMs available to buy, real cheap. And by you buying these 2 ROMs, and then just putting a 68,000 in here, a regular 68,000, your game is back from the dead. No more battery needed. Bless his heart. Thank you very much, Chris. Because now that man is helping a ton of people like me and you, collectors who need to get these boards running again. This is a very efficient board that Sega made They use this for a lot of other games. Afterburner, this is the same board in Afterburner. I think, Frank, I think I looked into it. It's about like 8 to 10 games use this board with just different ROM combinations, but that big security chip too. And now we can bring our games back from the dead. Frank, I gotta get up now. I twisted my back in the warehouse. Oh. I was curious, let me see the serial number. No, that doesn't tell us much. 269837. Who knows how many? I'm going to guess they made a lot of these since they apparently did not make a full-size upright. Now, this is a similar cabinet to the Outrun Cabaret with this knockout here. Isn't that nice? Now, the gameplay is really clever because you have to get used to operating your slow down and speed up, but you don't stop. You can hover though. You got your left and right. When you push it forward, you go down and up. And this is your missile, and then your cannon. And we started. Either that or push the start button. And the little light here just stays on. Now look, I take off by simply pulling back. Now, the faster I go, I can shoot on my enemy down below. I don't want to hit the family cars. I mean, I don't know who would be driving around with tanks on the road. I promised I wouldn't laugh at this. Yeah, I just blew up everything. I start my mission now. That was my test. Now they're going to start firing at me, Frank. Guess I could go a little further up. Now we change perspective, sort of like Zach's side, remember? Isn't that nice? Beautiful perspectives on this. I actually like this more than Afterburner. I hate to say it, but I really do. It's beautiful. Now, I wanted you to see the speed. When I move this up, see, I have to be up in the air or the motor won't go. So in other words, the motor just doesn't go haphazard. See, if I slow down, I stop, it stops almost. And it has just enough effect where I can actually feel it right here. Really nice. Those creeps are firing at me. Oh! Oh! Crashed. Isn't that nice? It's in great shape. The panel here is in good shape. Stephen had to do a couple last orange touch-ups. He wasn't in for a couple of days. We put red T-molding on it. Of course, we have 4 new leg levelers on the bottom. Came out so nice. What a treat this is. Hopefully you'll be able to find one for sure. Now, oh, my high score, Frank. Top ranking, Frank. Anyway, well, here we get to 1981's Mayday. Oh dear. Well, this is the story. This is a dedicated Mayday. This was sold as a kit, but they were made in this dedicated cabinet, which is similar to other games you've seen that we've put out. We have a few. I can't remember the last one. I kept confusing Mayday with that. Mayday, in fact, is a Defender look-alike, but what they've done. The up and down and thrust is here rather than the button. So your buttons, you can fire back, you can fire front, and then your Mayday blows up everything. We have a raster, but we don't have a game board. And I'm going to show you why. Now, oh, this was made without a marquee on the top, a light on the top. Anyway, we open our game up, and this has that wonderful, clever, open the door up, and the fluorescent light pops on. Isn't that nice? Now, here's the neat thing. We had the monitor did not work. We got a whole nother monitor and picture tube from another game from the same vintage and put it in. So he now at least has a raster on there. The logic board is right here, and I'm going to show you what's going on with that. But first, this turns off the game, okay? I'm going to wrap this in bubble wrap, but the problem with this board, unfortunately, is it's never going to work again. And I'm going to show you why. Whoever owned the game, I bought this unworking, and we figured out what was going on. Look, had battery holder in it, AA. The acid has eaten all this away. It looks okay on this side, and maybe somebody could fix it, but the acid has dripped down on the inside. But now I'm going to show you what the neat surprise is with this board. Let me take this apart real quick, and I'm going to show you something neat. Okay, here's the logic board. It's just so sad. God, I hate batteries like this. I mean, thank goodness we have Frank's and his battery board that protects all this stuff from the future. But this is what we're dealing with right now. So anyway, but look, that's Mayday, and this is Defender. Now, see? Just wanted to show you some interesting correlations. Okay? The Defender has the out pin connection that goes to the ROM board, but look, RAMs are in the same, sort of the same layout. We have the two processor chips, but they're on the other board that you're going to see. And then the computer here, and then the 5101. Where is that, Frank? You know, I don't think this one uses it. I think it's in the, but this one does, right there, for the memory. So, it's very similar. Here's the ROM board from Defender, okay? Actually, see what says bad on it. And this is the ROM board here, but it has the 4 red lights here, okay? Oh, is this a Defender? It is. Yeah, there are the 4 red lights. See the 4 red lights? 4 LEDs? So it's similar. As a matter of fact, when the game is on, these 4 are lit all the time. So, unfortunately, figuring out where Mayday is, well, we have the ROMs. Look, there's Mayday, Mayday, little Mayday there. And that must be some kind of a reset button that is on this game. So there are quite a few similarities in the board system. Actually, I happen to have a video of the game working. So as you can see, it looks like a pretty fun game. It really does. And who knows? I'm hoping Mike will be able to find a board and to get this baby working. Well, the good news is the ROM board is fine. So maybe he'll luck out. So what we're going to do is we'll wrap this up in bubble and put this together. This did not have any sidearm on it at all. The joysticks are similar to other games that we've had of the same era. We put orange tea on it. Beautiful little cabinet. What a nice little cabinet this is. So, oh, you know what? Let's look at the back, Frank. Let's see. Let's see if the old eyeballs. Serial number. It's 189. It looks at 181 to 189. So, well, not many made. Nice and clean though, isn't it? Now, there was a hole drilled here, but there was no on-off switch, so I don't know what they had in mind. I'm trying to think, well, anyway, there was no provision for a light fixture, but we'll see what happens. The other one had it though, Frank, right? Yeah, it did. I don't remember. But anyway, now I asked him specifically to answer. I mean, he was not on the other line. He could have picked up on here. Anyway, Frank, this Defender here, it's the wrong one. Tony. Well, there's actually two Defenders. This is a real Defender cabinet, but this is running an LCD monitor and the brand new circuit board. So it's just running Defender on the board. This isn't the one he ordered. He wants the original. Somebody wants the original, but we have a party coming in, so we're gonna have to have them switch them, and we'll film the Defender in the back, Frank. You got a reprieve, Frank, for a few minutes. Ah, here we go. The right one. Another Defender. Red T molding, new overlay, new top, all polished up. It looks beautiful. New buttons, obviously. By the way, somebody asked me, that's the key to the front of the machine. And of course, inside here, we did rebuild everything. Monitor has all new caps in it, new power supply on the bottom, new connector. Everything you come to expect and love from the TNT Empire. And look, this beautiful artwork that Steven touched up. It's nice. Anyway, let's move on. Look, we've been waiting.
Yep, it's beautiful. The end.
Laser ball. No, wait a minute. Frank, we have to. It's Christmas. We have to.
Well, it's a quickie Christmas video. Laser ball.
All right,
It's beautiful.
before-
LEDs, resoldered.
I gotta
cap.
tell you something. My daughter Tammy just interviewed Jerry Buckner. Jerry Buckner and Gary Garcia wrote Pac-Man Fever. Do you remember that? As a matter of fact, it's featured in the King of Arcades, Richie Knuckles movie, that I happen to be in 6 minutes of.
Yeah, at the end.
No, I'm in the middle.
Yeah, the part in that's wherever he goes to the bathroom.
People love my guest appearance in that movie.
I gotta fill up that dead time somehow.
Yeah, and how many autographs?
They're about to come up
How many
with a
autographs did you
Blu-ray.
have? Well, you asked
Listen,
for none.
the Blu-ray, he tells me, is going to have additional footage of me.
3 seconds.
Ah! I was going to be famous, Frank. But Tammy interviewed Jerry Buckner, and he has a secret that he'll share with it in the interview. As a matter of fact, there, see that little eye? No,
Where?
no, down here.
Where?
It's appearing
I
here.
don't see anything.
It's right
Where?
there.
Up there?
That eye. That'll take you to the interview, okay? That'll open another window, so you can save it later. That's important, and I'll tell you what, he did the music for Wreck-It Ralph. So Tammy's interviews are all about Walt Disney people, whether they were starring in or had anything technical, all
Aren't
kinds
you
of
gonna
stuff.
start interviewing TNT YouTube
She's
video
got
people?
160 interviews. Maybe one day she'll be famous. More famous than me?
You can live vicariously through her.
I hope to. She said she's going to support me. Anyway, listen
Sure you will.
to the interview. Please subscribe to her channel.
I was gonna say, can you imagine what that grocery bill must be every
Please
month?
subscribe to her channel. There's the
Oh, it's
channel.
got a thumbs down.
No. There's the channel. You can subscribe. See?
Where?
No.
I don't see it.
Listen, the links will be at the end of the video too. The YouTube has this great new thing. The last 20 seconds has a link that you
Yeah,
can put up that
but
you
every-
can see on your phone. See,
every-
before you couldn't see it.
Yeah, but everybody's already clicked on the monkey throwing poop like 20 seconds into your video.
People love my
And the
videos.
cat chasing the ball of yarn.
Listen, laser ball. Do you know Barry Osler did this? Okay, they made 4,500 of them. Frank, where are they?
Probably a lot of them got trashed, sadly.
That's right.
God knows why, but
You know, look at this gorgeous artwork. This dynamite red that we've accented. Jason's accented with the super bright LEDs that we get from these different places right there. He's put the towers up here. Now look at this. Comet Pinball cells. These are called fire LEDs. Now these are GI. They're supposed to just be on, but the fires, look. Isn't that terrific? It's like a pulsation.
fire?
Really nice. Frank, watch, I could do an effect. Yeah.
That is just so stupid.
It's post-production.
As long as it keeps you busy in the office and out of our hair back here.
Look.
Speaking of out of the hair.
Classic Arcades makes these wonderful drop target stickers. They're beautiful. And they stick. They seem to stick forever. He's using a really good material. Jason did some other neat things with this. He took out the original red You know what? They're all crappy anyway. We buy hundreds of these now, brand new, clear inserts with the new star. We throw out all the old ones. Why bother keeping them or cleaning them up when you put a new one? And he's, as you can see, beautiful purple here, super bright blue LEDs here.
For the colorblind viewers.
And look, red here.
Extra ball.
Now, Kurt,
Stuck on.
okay, it's not stuck on. Kurt mentioned that this particular game, it keeps that bulb on until you start it. We got our blue clusters up top here now. This game screams for lane change. Screams for it. Oddly enough, it also doesn't have, Frank, background sound like Stellar Wars did. We just didn't understand. Now, Jason thought it was a little too dark down here. So what he did is, voila, he put these strips in to light it. Isn't that nice? I think he did a nice job doing it.
Answer the phone. We're closed. There's nobody here.
Okay, so much for the phone. 7 o'clock. Who could possibly want to call at 7 o'clock?
Your
Actually,
nephew
it was
returning
Doug.
the call?
My nephew. Stephen had to do some touch-ups on the back glass. There were some issues. I understand a lot of these games there's issues, but the issues are gone. We have
Get a tissue.
this beautiful display. We have 89s here because they're actually running them in series. So there's not much I can do. So we left the 89s alone. But we did put color changers, or Jason did. And he's got blinkers
Give credit where
too.
it's due.
Yes, he's got fast blinkers. There's a fast blinker, slow blinker, fast color changer, all courtesy of Comet. And then we got the frosted LEDs. You can get them from Pinball Life. We have our 3 favorite places. Now, I wanted to show you back here that is Frank's button, or Frank's new battery board. We changed all these strips here, and this board was changed, but it does have the 0 ohm resistors. You have to really have them. Even on a game this old, your switches will be more lively. The soundboard's up top. I just read that Eugene Jarvis programmed the sound in this. See? Because it's got, as you'll hear, a lot of Defender sounds and Robotron. Really nice. Capacitors in this board can bulletproof it. Now, there's 2 style boards. This is the newer style with the volume pot right on it. And when you have the volume pot on it, then you usually have this plugged in. This is a jumper, like so. Okay? And then you adjust the volume from there. But if you have a remote volume, you unplug that and you plug in your remote volume. And then you save this. Now, this would be ideal if that board was inside the machine like a flash, or an older one is when you would use this. And of course the cap's new. I wanted to also show you the new caps here. Frank discovered that a lot of these old boards, these old power supplies, are super heavy duty. Great power supplies if you change the caps, but now you have to change these diodes here, okay? And I've got to show you how horrible these are. I'm going to put it on the white paper so you can see. Look at this. Can you focus? Crusty, rusty fuse. We're changing. It seems like we have to change these more and more as they go bad, so it gets a good solid connection. And we also put 2 brand new male and female connectors in here. Now this board will never go bad again.
As it goes up in smoke in front of our faces.
Never. That was a Bond movie, Never Say Never Again, right? Anyway. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. And gameplay. Oh, other things we do. New shooter rod, new barrel spring. The door's been polished and cleaned. Cabinet switches are new. I like
Sounds
that
like
start.
Robotron.
Pretty good, huh?
That's a Robotron type sound.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I love the fact that this launches it right to that flipper.
Wow, like what? Like that?
Well, it did. Now, in this game, you have to spell or nothing will happen. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have to spell laser ball, like laser. So look at that. And then you have your ball over here. That scores the AE value, which is right here, 10,000. Isn't that nice? That's very nice. And then this scores 5,000 or lit value. But look, let me show you something that's really nice. When you get all of these things, see, every time you roll over one, this is the effect you get. It's really sharp, and then we have our fingertips effect. See how it flashes all that? It's really sharp. Very nice effect.
I was going to ask if you've seen it do that before. Just keep throwing it back and forth.
Well, I like that. You know, I've never had to do that. Listen, it could be the fact that we have this on a PC with and not on legs. Not on legs. I like that. I have to have a little word with Barry about that. Now, it's also got this nice little shot up to the side. Isn't that sharp? My multiplier's up to 2. Did you see how it's really nice how this flashes? Now watch again when I do it. See? See? He flashes that. Just so you know just what happened. I just think that's like a nice little extra touch for a machine this old. Just one of the nice things I like to see. Well, they all have some great features. They all have some, you know.
That's not what we're talking about. Williams did it the best. Sorry.
Well, at least now, Stellar Wars, of course, uses the same cabinet, okay, as this, but it only has 2 flippers. And a game this size screams for 3 flippers, maybe even 4.
The 5, 6?
Well, it sort of always thought that maybe we should have had that as a kicker, but I guess it would have just accelerated the ball too much. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, your whole kicker advances. By the way, the video we have, see, that also helps over here, by the way. I wanted you to see that. So there's 2 different ways to advance your multiplier. There is another video we have that's more detailed with this thing. It's really nice. Now, guess what? I have some more footage to show you. We had some visitors that came to visit. They watch our channel all the time, and they stopped by on their way to a funeral, and they wanted to see what the place was all about.
So we would get more depressed?
They love coming. Here's the video we made yesterday. Look at this. We got Jessica and Sean, who have come from Virginia. They watch our channel all the time, and they brought the 3 boys with them. And I happen to have signed autographed cards of my beautiful face. Right? Am I right, Andrew?
Stop
Am I
the car,
right?
we're getting sick.
Ethan and Ben, you got yours?
What are you saying?
Thank you. Thank you.
And personally signed. You know they're going to be worth a fortune one day.
That's right.
And now, Kurt, do you have a pen and an invoice? We're going to figure out what they want to buy from me. Oh, they're not buying anything.
They have their own goodies.
He said my prices are too high.
They have lots of goodies at their house.
They have. How many games do you have?
9.
9. And where do you play pinball near you? What's the name of that place?
Flipper.
Flippers. Flippers is in what town?
North Carolina.
What is the name of that town?
Grandy.
Grandy.
Grandy,
North Carolina.
Virginia.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. North Carolina.
Grandy,
Wrong
North
state.
Carolina.
Wrong state. I was just in North Carolina. I was just in George's Park, Rainbow Waterfalls.
Okay.
So I made the mistake of trying to go to the falls. I did. I got there, but it was 2 miles of walking each way. So, and for a fat man, that wasn't good. That's in one of the videos too. There it is, right there. That's the. You can watch the video. And obviously, you didn't see it, or you would have remembered.
I have not seen that.
So you don't watch all my videos.
Smart.
We need to catch up, right, boys?
We're up to 1,219 videos now.
Awesome.
A lot of videos.
2,000?
Almost 2,000, but it's 550 hours of viewing. That's
Which is why we
more
haven't seen them all.
episodes than I Love Lucy and Gilligan's Island together.
Good show.
Anyway, it's time for you to go because I got to get back to work. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
And I got a very nice email from them this morning. My family and I came in today and had an incredible time meeting everyone and looking around. I know that you're really busy with Christmas orders and can't believe how everybody took the time to talk and answer questions. It was unbelievable, and I hope that we didn't make you have to stay too much later to catch up. The kids are still excited, as you saw where they were, about the experience and can't wait to see themselves in a future video. I told them I'd put them up. I know it isn't much, but I ordered a shirt and a couple of lithium batteries. Please keep me in mind if a cyclone becomes available in the future, and I'll keep my eye on the inventory. And I already mailed out the shirt.
The battery boards.
And the battery boards, yes. Our battery boards in our store. Go on our website. We now have new blue t-shirts, by the way.
You don't want to wear blue. Your food crumbs will show even more.
And also, the letter finishes up, and Todd, you were the greatest person on planet Earth, and I think everybody on planet Earth.
Get your head out of the clouds.
I thought I was the greatest thing. I'll keep this on the file.
You are a legendary.
You know, we have hundreds and hundreds of wonderful emails.
Unfortunately, it's all hate mail.
Oh, I do have some really.
Most of it's from me.
We have to do some more nutty letters, Frank.
Please spare me.
Oh, it's again. I hear it. No, the music, not the thumbs down.
Oh, sad
The
that the
music.
video didn't work.
Oh, good night, folks. Good night. Now get out!